Welcome back. You're not watching the lifestyle segment of the weekend show brought to you by Hola Crunch, crunchy yummy goodness, the popcorn right in front of me. Now, COVID-19 affected the world in different ways. And one of the countries which suffered from this is Nigeria, as we know. And as several sectors suffered, the hospitality sector and tourism space took a great hit. Most hotels, most businesses had to shut down. It's almost Christmas, about a month away from Christmas. How do we reopen the tourism sector and revitalize Nigeria's hospitality potential through tourism? Discussing this with me is Paul Murry. He is the general manager of Bristol Palace Hotel in Kano, and also Abi Otedola, the CEO of Air Jara Travels and Tours. Welcome, Paul.
It's very nice to be on the show, and from myself and the directors and my staff and management, thank you very much, and welcome listeners.
Thank you. So, Paul, I'll go straight to it. You've been in the hospitality sector for over 30 years, and you've worked in different places in the world. Now you're in Nigeria. Can you tell us about how much the pandemic has affected the hospitality and tourism sector, especially in 2020?
Well, apart from affecting the whole world, the hospitality industry and travel industry is the biggest one affected. And I would say up to at least 70% of drop in business when lockdowns. However, one must keep going with disinfecting your hotel every 6 weeks. Keep going, offering the quality of service, and we have pulled through quite well. We stayed open through the lockdown and COVID. We assisted the government and the presidential aid sector for COVID virus, and we managed to hold on, and we keep going and keep trying, and things are slowly improving.
Now, several countries thrive basically on the tourism sector. Nigeria has a great cultural heritage, great scenery, beautiful people, and lovely food. However, we aren't yet the leaders when it comes to tourism. I've noticed in the last couple of weeks, a lot of Nigerians have started going to Dubai to get a sense of a vacation. It's almost December, more people will come to Nigeria. What do you think we need to do to make Nigeria that tourism destination, especially with your experience in hospitality?
I think what is important is that we continue to observe the COVID policies, which is required, because I don't think COVID really is going to go away. It's going to be around with us for a very long time. And I think it's important that the guests see that and experience that in the hotel with all the face masks and gloves and hygiene. I think this is very important, and I think this will help us in Nigeria to pull through this. I mean, the second wave in Europe is quite frightening. I hope it doesn't come to Africa. And let's just keep procedures and policies and health and hygiene to the most important things that I think is to all guests right now.
So, Paul, as much as we will respect the guidance and we encourage people to, I remember reading in September the Ikeja Hotels, which runs the Sheraton Hotels in Lagos, reported a loss of about 1.3 billion naira this year. We've seen several hotels, like the Eco Hotels in Lagos, venturing into other businesses where they now, well, other forms of pivot where they now deliver food, for instance. They now have laundry services and other ways. How do you advise smaller businesses in the sector to, while respecting the guidelines and the COVID procedures, to still generate money and make money, because you're all in this for some profit? And so since the times have changed and the way we work has changed, what do you suggest for businesses in the sector to do to ensure that they don't crash, basically?
Well, some businesses will have to diversify. I think that's very important. We all have to keep going. Some have offered outside catering, outside laundry services, takeaway services, have been incorporated in their businesses in which to be able to assist to keep them going. We have done similar things, but fortunately in Kano, we did not experience too much problems with COVID-19. And this area was very fortunate. So when in March 25th we had the lockdown, we dropped 90% the very next day. But one has to keep going, as I said, with the policies and maintain. And we sent obviously some staff home. I sent over, it was about 80% of staff I had to send home because I had no business. But I have now slowly been bringing back staff, and I have brought back now up to 70% of staff to the hotel. I mean, other hotels in Lagos and in Abuja have had to cut their staff and lost jobs of up to 50%. It is quite a devastating thing that COVID has done to us, and we must just now knuckle down and slowly build up and keep the businesses going, and really pay attention, as I said, to the quality of service, hygiene, maintenance, and quality of food. It's very, very important.
Okay, Paul, thank you for sharing that insight. I want to thank you for what you're doing, and I think it's commendable that you're able to get staff back to work. So thank you for your time. We will be checking up from time to time to see if there's any changes or improvement in the sector, but all the best to you and your team at the Bristol Palace Hotel in Kano. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you.
My pleasure. Also joining us virtually, we have Otedola, the CEO of Arijara Tours and Travels. Good morning. So I'll just go straight to it. How has your sector in Nigeria been affected in the last 10 months as a result of the global pandemic?
Yeah, I'm actually at the Otedola of Arijara Travels and Tours. And in my opinion, we didn't really feel much difference during the lockdown COVID-19 because we were actually very creative. We looked inwards, we tried to look for what people wanted, we tried to just encourage people, help them, cheer them up, because, most Nigerians, especially the ones that have dual citizenship in Canada, they were actually stranded. So we looked inwards, contacted some embassies, the aviation industry, did so many things, and most of them are back where they are supposed to be. So in my opinion, we didn't feel it personally in Asia Travels and Tours, but I wouldn't know about other travel agencies.
Okay, so we're talking about how we can unlock Nigeria's hospitality potential through tourism. What ideas do you have? What's your view on making Nigeria that leading tourist destination in Africa?
Yeah, like I said earlier, we must look inwards because what we have in Nigeria, we don't have it in other countries. They don't have it in other countries, I mean, there is the tourist sectors, I mean, the areas like if you go to Ogun State, if you go to Calabar, Akwa Ibom, the northern part of Nigeria, things that are very indigenous to Nigeria are not in other countries. So you see, I personally have traveled far and wide, and most times when I'm not in Nigeria, I feel like coming back home because there's nowhere like home, so you really want to come back to see the things. And a lot of people come to Nigeria from other countries to benefit things there. So unlocking it in Nigeria, we have it, we have everything. So I mean, we have things that make us at least better than what other people are having in their own country. No matter what, even if we are supposed to be the third world country, but we're getting there.
So Abby, the average Nigerian is very industrious and innovative, and so a lot of SMEs and different businesses have started. I've seen even on social media the likes of Niger nomads curating travel experiences for Nigerians in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, and so there's been a lot of improvement, and we've seen a lot of travel bloggers try to showcase the beauty of traveling. Not so much in Nigeria because yes, we have these heritage sites, these lovely places, but a good example, we have the Obudu Cattle Ranch, like you mentioned, or the Yankari Game Reserve, where I remember going to Aso Falls in Plateau State growing up. Now, most of these, and Kajuru in Kaduna, Kajuru Castle in Kaduna, most of these are run by the states. And if you go to some of these facilities and properties, they almost look dejected and without any form of care being given to them, for lack of a better word. And so what role do you think government has to play as opposed to just letting us do this work as people, and then when people come to experience the tourism experience, they don't get value for the stress of doing it?
I think the government should just subsidize, help the small scale ones, SMEs, and just SMEs rather, help them on a general note to make the tourism better. The private people, I mean, people that are really doing well, the big boys in Nigeria are really helping. Because if you look at the Nigerian home videos and things like that that bring people here, they pump in money into movies and likes. So I just believe they should just pump in that same money into tourism in Nigeria. I mean, you can see what is going on in the UAE, in Dubai. A lot of people want to go there because Dubai is doing well in their tourist sector. So I think Nigeria should do the same thing like Dubai is doing. I mean, we are depending on oil, depending on agriculture. If we make the tourist sector another good one, that will help us. At least we know the oil will not last forever, so that we can have a backup in case the oil goes south and things not really coming from that end.
Abby, it's just before I let you go, it's about a month to Christmas, and COVID is still outside. What would you suggest for people to do this holiday period while still respecting the COVID-19 guidelines? What are the things to
Yeah,
do in Nigeria?
well, people should play safe, take care of themselves, wear face masks, wash their hands, and have fun as well. Because I mean, in air travels and tours, we've done so many packages. People are coming, calling every day. They want to know what we are doing for Christmas. We have things in Ekpe, we have in Ibejuleke as well, inside Nigeria and outside Nigeria. We have in Dubai, we have in Turkey, we have in Holland, and like so. People should just enjoy themselves. I mean, just not be paranoid regarding the COVID thing because I mean we must live and I mean we will die one day anyway. So we'll just enjoy the best we can while we can.
Thank you so much, Abby. It's good having this conversation with you. I want to wish you a lovely weekend and hope to get you on the show some other time.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
You're welcome. We'll be taking a short break, and when we return, more on the weekend show. Don't go away.